Oh, man. So now we know, dude. Now we know. Why did Masvidal and Holland almost fight when they both have a fight scheduled with someone else? Makes no sense, right? Makes no sense. Now, if you're like me, you were wondering, I wonder who started this. And now we know. Now we know. We know exactly who started it, and we know exactly why. We're going to talk about that in a second once people get on. So when people do get on this and you guys watch this at a later date, please subscribe to the channel because this is the hardest hitting MMA news on the internet. That's just what it is, dude. I work my balls off. You understand? I slave over a hot plate, and all I ask is that people say thank you. Fuck, man. Oh, I think I'm not allowed to say that this early in the video. I'm sorry, YouTube. I was just joking around. I got carried away. Man. I got carried away. I'm sorry. But seriously, I'm slaving over a hot plate. You guys just subscribe to the channel for God's sake. I'm trying to get to 110,000 while I'm still in my 20s. Anyway, but yeah, no, really, please. So let's talk about how the fight happened, and then we'll go through this card, son. And we'll go through this card. Wait, send me your autograph. I would love to, dude. I would love to. You give me $100 if I name the backup for this title fight? Shh. Everybody already knows, dude. Everybody already knows. It's Hamzat. I have no idea. Email me, dude. I'll send you a signed I'll send you a signed used condom. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm in my 20s. No, I'm not in my 20s, dude. I have an almost 11-year-old daughter, dude. But let's chat because we're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through this thing. It's Masvidal. So yeah, man. So Kevin Holland is responsible for that entire interaction, dude. Whitaker's the backup. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't use condoms. It was a joke. It's just a joke, you guys. It's a freaking joke, man. Niners all damn day. What's up, dude? You know where I'm flying tomorrow? I am flying to Miami, and then we are staying at Mike McDaniel's house. You may remember him as the offensive coordinator for the 49ers, who is currently the head coach for the Dolphins. We're staying at his house, and then we're all going to the fights. Me and Gabrielle and Mike and his wife. It's going to be off the chain, dude. Yeah, I'm 25 on TRT. I'm like, yeah, I've been on TRT for 10 years. You're like, geez, man. Jeez. Do you know what happens to people who do that? What's up, Lord Guru? Do you know what happens to people who start doing juice when they're in their teens? They stay 5 foot for their entire life. That's a fact, dude. That's just a fact. So Yosley 7 Pi. Dude, StubHub is always a good bet. We'll check it out together as people are let's see what the tickets cost today. All right. Let's see. How much are tickets to UFC 287 right now, son? And no, not there. Oh my God. Yankees fan, thank you, sir. Hang on, I'll get to you 1 second. All right, UFC 287. Let's just say we were getting 2 tickets. All right, let's say we were in the. So tickets are $450. Well, these are usually the cheapest, like right here. So $400 are the cheapest ones. $400 are the cheapest ones. We are going to be right here. Dude, these tickets are actually not that expensive. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Not right there. What am I talking about? I'm right here. Here. These are much more expensive. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm hoping that we're in this. Oh, wait, you guys can't see this. What am I doing? Sorry. Yeah, I forget. It like opens a new window, so I couldn't see that. So we are in whatever the Jesus. Stop doing that. We're in the celebrity section, whatever that means. So I'm sure that's kind of like here or something. I hope that's right there, dude. Oh my God. If that's where we are, if we're in section 4, I will cry. I will cry. Let's see what they're at in section 8. They're like 4. How about number 2? 52. Yeah, these are pricey, dude. Pricey. But yeah, like, for regular tickets, like, up here. Oh, dude, there's tickets for like $300, man. And these are good. Listen, 100%. I cannot stress this enough. These are great seats, dude. Like these seats up here, these are great seats. There are no bad seats at a UFC fight. And honestly, in my opinion, if you have the option between like here, this is the lower. So these are on the floor, but then like the lower section, if you're kind of like midway up or higher, I think these are better seats. If you sit in the, like what I always do, or at least when I'm just like, I like to go front row of this section, like get front row here. So like they're way cheaper than down here. See, look at how much more expensive these are. Look at this row 27 or $1,500. And right here, let's see if we can find a front row one. There aren't, but like these would be half the price for the front row, and they're way better, dude. That's a hack for you guys when you guys go. All right. So, Yankees fan, thank you very much, dude. Jesse, been with you since almost the beginning, and amazing to see where you've gone and where you'll eventually be. Keep with the great work. Thank you so much, man. I very much appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I think there's a high likelihood that will be the case. I mean, dude, we're like, this is the thing. It's not like we're just, the reason why I keep talking about because like the McDaniels are like our like family friends, like we've been friends with them way before. I'm not even sure if he was in the, like, I'm pretty sure that when we started, because because he's married to one of my best friend's little sister who I've been friends with for 20 plus years. And when I started hanging out with him, I'm pretty sure it was in the year in between, like, because he was in the NFL for like a year, then he was out of the NFL, and then he was back in the NFL. I'm pretty sure that it was in that year off when we started hanging out, and then all the way up to head coach of the Dolphins, man. He's a stud. But like the only reason I keep bringing that up specifically is because it's in Miami. You know what I mean? He's the Miami Dolphins head coach. Like if anybody's going to get preferential special treatment at a Miami UFC, I'm pretty sure the head coach of the Dolphins is probably the guy, So what else we got? Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button, son. Like it. Just like it. And if you guys see me on the broadcast and I'm wearing something ridiculous, just be like, he's in Miami, dog. He's in Miami. Because I do have one option that is like, honestly, it looks like I'm wearing a Halloween costume. It's like, hey, dress like an asshole in Miami. And, it's just going to depend on what Mike's wearing. Like if Mike's going super chill, I'll go pretty chill. If he's going to go hard, I'll go hard. Okay. So what are my thoughts on Kang hitting his girlfriend? And then we got to talk about Kevin Holland. Kang domestic violence. Let's see. Dude. Don't do it, bro. You're talking about this guy, right? You talking about this guy? Things are just not going right for Marvel, man. Anyway, yeah, I'm either, I mean, you know, we'll see. So okay, so the thing with Kevin Holland is apparently what happened was Masvidal is just walking through the lobby of Fighter Hotel, and yeah, I know I get it cut tomorrow though. He's walking through the lobby of Fighter Hotel, and Kevin Holland's with his crew and Masvidal's with his, and Holland just yelled at him. He's like, "Hey, your time's up, bro. Burns is gonna show you you're done, dog. You're done. Time's up, son. Burns is gonna put you down." And Masvidal flipped out. Obviously, it's like, why on, you know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? I mean, I guess it's smart, it's like smart, just drum up some drama, but like, I don't know. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, to me, I understand, like, because I'm Mr. Drum Up Drama, but like, it's a show in Miami. If George had won 5 in a row, like if Jorge had won 5 in a row, I would be like, all right, break his balls a little bit. But dude, he's coming off 3 losses. It's 20 years in the making. He's in his hometown. Like, let this fucking guy enjoy the moment. You know what I mean? Like, just don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, to me, that's like, I mean, what's Holland, 27 years old? When I was 27, I might have thought that was awesome. But now I'm kind of like, dude, come on, man. Come on. I'm getting tightened up tomorrow morning, son. We fly out at 4, and I'm going to see the Baba at 10:30. Let me see. I can do the thug. I don't even know what the thug shaker is. See, this is the thing, man. This is a bad. I talked about this in my other video. If you guys didn't see it, it's not a good way to go into this fight, man. It's not a good way to go into the fight. It's not a good way to go in the fight. Like, that shouldn't even be in your mind. And also, especially because it's not just that he's like, man, but he sounds to me like he is taking Burns lightly a little bit, where he's like, if I can't beat Burns. Now, in fairness, I think Gilbert Burns is an absolute savage and certainly one of the top guys in the world. But stylistically, he really is an excellent matchup for Masvidal. And people, listen. When you have, this is the thing, is like when you have a channel where you talk about MMA all day, it's like the things that I used to do before every event, I don't do as much, because when I'm focused on MMA, it's like, okay, like where is there something going on where I can do a video? Where, like, prior to having a relatively big channel, I would have been in the weeds on this shit. Like, I would have been dick deep in the weeds on matchups every single time. And I actually did do that in the last couple of days as it relates to Masvidal and Burns, especially. It actually was in the last 24 hours, because I saw the thing where Damian Maia was like, Jorge Masvidal had the best jiu-jitsu of anybody that I've fought in the UFC. And I was like, really? And then I thought about that. And then, so I went through all of his fights, and this is just the reality. George does exceptional against guys like Gilbert Burns. This is his best matchup, because Gilbert has great jiu-jitsu, but what George is excellent at is defending against people being able to create a jiu-jitsu match if they're not top-notch, top-tier wrestlers. Like, people think like, oh, George's wrestling is weak. Dude, that's stupid. It's a stupid way to interpret his career. Because like, when people see a fighter have a rough go in the same way a couple times in a row, they're like, man, that guy's super soft there. And they just, again, it's the same thing as when you see a guy starch 2 guys in a row. You're like, this guy's the best fighter on earth. You're like, who did he knock out, though? Like, who are the people he was knocking out, man? Like, who is he knocking out? And in the case of George, it's like, okay, yeah, he had 3 straight fights where he had a really tough time defending the takedown. Now, obviously, Kamaru knocked him out in the second fight, but like he had a tough time defending the takedown. Then it's like, all right, against who? Against who? There are no, like, I mean, you could throw Hamzat in there too, but there are no like wrestlers in the welterweight division that are the caliber of Colby and Kamaru. They just aren't. Those are the 2 top guys, the 2 top wrestlers. And so you can't just take those and then look at Gilbert Burns and go, oh, he's just going to strike. Because at first I was like, I just think he's probably, he'll probably figure out a way to get it to the ground and then he'll strangle him. Now, if it does go to the ground, then George is in serious trouble. Serious trouble. Because Gilbert can submit anyone. Gilbert can submit anyone. But in terms of the grappling to get it to the ground, like historically, these jiu-jitsu guys have not had an easy time doing that or, almost any success doing that with George. And so that now I'm not saying that I think Jorge's going to win necessarily because, and that has less to do with Jorge and more to do with Burns. Like Burns is an absolute monster, dude. Just an absolute monster. But yeah, dude, he could get it done, man. He could get it done. Shagmaster, what's up, brother? Gilbert has an allergy for straight punches. Exactly. And I didn't even finish my thought. So once you get to the stand-up, Gilbert has a lot of power. He's really fast, but he's not a super technical distance control, methodical, straight punches, keep it tight. He's coming in, whoom, like he's got some loop to his punches, just like other guys that come out of that camp, like Chandler. You could even say Kamaru before he went to Trevor Whitman. Like those guys that come out of there, they got some loop to their punches. And George is an assassin. He really is. So what's up, Native Captain? Hey, dude, you should do it. You should give it a shot, man. You can be the first person to ever try it. Let me think about that. Has anyone ever tried to slap me? I don't think so. I mean, lots of people tried to punch me or punched me. Okay, so I wanted to look at this really quick. Hang on. Because check this out. It's another thing that I think people don't necessarily realize when it comes to George. Okay, check this out. So when you go to his record, right? So we obviously are all very familiar with the last 3, right? But when you go before it here, it's like, okay, so you have the 3 that he won. Now Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, that guy is kryptonite for guys like George, guys who are used to having a striking advantage where that's kind of been their traditional, and so they're not super developed in wrestling either. And then they go up against a guy like Wonderboy and it's like, oh, there are levels to this too, right? Like Wonderboy is as good as it gets, super technical, super tricky, crazy shit, right? As Kevin Holland found out the hard way. So that's an understandable loss. The Damian Maia one, split decision. Very, very close. Donald Cerrone, he won. Ellenberger, he won. Ross Pearson, he won. Now, and then these 2 losses right here, both split decisions. Okay. And then this loss, split decision. Okay. So that's kind of the point. It's like this idea that George is like not really that good. Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4 split decisions in a row of his losses. Then he has a legit loss to Stephen Thompson, but that's a really rough go. And that's not Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns is not Stephen. He's not Stephen Thompson. And then you have Kamaru, Colby. And Kamaru knocked Jorge out with a straight shot down the cock that, put him into the shadow realm. Colby wrestled him. Kamaru wrestled him. Gilbert, my point, I'm not saying that George is necessarily going to win, but I'm saying this is a much better stylistic matchup than people realize. People just think that Jorge's going to go in there and get mopped. And it's like, dude, these things don't necessarily, first of all, the straight punch does not apply at all. Just doesn't apply that he got hit with Kamaru. And this ability of taking people down from Colby and Kamaru also doesn't apply. He's not Stephen Thompson. Stephen Thompson with absolutely surgical, incredibly creative striking. He's not him either. And then you got nothing but split decision losses all the way back to 2014. So people think he's washed. He's not, dude. And like I said, he looked good in the Jesus, another split decision right there. He got knocked out in 2008 with the exact same punch that Usman knocked him out with. He got submitted in 2009 with a inverted triangle. Right. I mean, the only time he's ever been knocked out was that Kamaru fight, which is crazy, dude. He's had a great career, man. He's had a great career. Wait, so what was the other? Oh, yeah. So the 2008 knockout and then Kamaru knockout, submitted. He, out of his 16 losses, only 4 are stoppages. See, that's a good question, too. I mean, listen, dude. Gilbert is a monster, man. Gilbert is an absolute monster. You know? See, Gilbert, so the fight with Gilbert when he fought against Kamaru, you really got to see how explosive he is in the first round. That's another thing that people like might sleep on a little bit, is like, I think when someone loses a fight, people tend not to look at that fight looking for good traits that you can pull from that, right? So like a guy lost a fight. So if you're looking for, if you're really handicapping a guy's, the things that he's good at, people are less likely to like study a tape of a fight that he ended up losing. And again, like when I watch Jorge versus Colby, when he's on the feet and he's fresh, he looks nasty to me. George looks nasty on the feet. Burns in the beginning of that Kamaru fight, it was like, whoa, dude. And that's Kamaru right at the center of his prime. And it was like, dude, you're dealing with a different level of being explosive and powerful. Like he almost knocked out Kamaru with that in that first round, But on the flip side of that, people are like, oh, and then he ended up getting dropped and he got knocked out by a jab. Again, I really think that people underestimate how much power Kamaru has now, I know Jorge had rocked Colby in the 4th round, but he was too tired to finish it, dude, unfortunately. But that was a heavy shot too, dude. That shot he hit Colby. Colby didn't see it at all. I'm like, if he would have had some energy, he could have finished that. Can you imagine if that would have been the end of that fight? He probably would have not attacked Colby at the at the steakhouse. Anyway, okay, so that fight. This is the last thing I'm going to say on that fight. Can you imagine if George wins? Like, can you imagine if George wins? What the, how crazy that will be? It'll be absolutely bananas. And I will happily go crazy with everybody else. Yeah, if George, dude, the hype would be insane. Have you guys heard anyone pick George? Like anybody like been like Jorge's my pick? I haven't, but all right. So let me pull up. Beep boop, beep boop. All right. So Izzy versus Pereira. This is crazy because I keep going back and forth, man. Like I watch the embeddeds and I watch the, all the behind the scenes stuff. And it's like, I really like how Izzy looks, dude. Izzy looks super focused. He does not look nervous. He looks like he is exactly where he wants to be. He looks like, like he's grateful for the loss so that he gets the opportunity to go out and, he keeps saying have his Eminem moment, you only get one shot. Like that's how he looks at it. He's like, it's his movie. Like he's inside of his own movie. And I really like that. Then I watch Pereira and I'm like, oh geez, man. Oh my God. Pereira is a fucking savage, dude. Did you guys see on the embedded where Pereira goes, he's looking in the mirror and he's like, I even scare myself. I was like, I understand. You look scary as fuck, dude. Scary as fuck. You know? Ezra, thank you so much, dude. Thank you very much, brother. I think there is, honestly, my gut is saying Alex does it. And I think he might do it like earlier. Like, I think he might stop him not so much at the very end of the round. Like, I have this, like, and I mean, listen, dude, there's no one who can feel that confident about this fight aside from the fact that you're like, dude, he's already won 3 times. But Izzy is so good and Izzy was doing so well that, of course, you know, it seems like it's a 50-50 fight. But that said, my gut is screaming at me that Alex is going to win. You know, speaking of which, if you guys want to bet on these fights, you guys got to go to Thrive Fantasy. And this is not even an ad, dude. I just went and did all my picks. It's so fun, man. Thrive Fantasy, download the app. And if you use the promo code FIRE, then you get to, they'll double your deposit. And well, I guess technically I do make some money, so it's not like, but it's not like they're not like paying me to do this. I do make a little bit of money if you guys sign up and deposit $25. But again, dude, deposit $25, play, you can pull it out. It doesn't matter, but it would help me immensely. But yeah, Thrive Fantasy, and it really is the shit, dude. Like all the and they're giving you, for new players, they're giving you a free square, and what that means is you pick these prop bets, and for new players, you get the option of picking. Let me see what it is. It's Jorge Masvidal to land at least like 1 punch or something like that. Hang on. Yeah. So like, you know, it's like you pick these props like this, right? It's like, you know, will this guy land at least blah, 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 right? And if you're a new user, they give you a square. Will George Masvidal land at least 1 significant strike? Which of course he's going to, you know. So it's a free bet. So Thrive Fantasy, download the app, use the promo code FIRE, and you will you'll get to double your deposit up to $200, and then you get a free square and you'll help me out. All right. So, that's funny. I'm going to look at, you're going on timeout if that's not true. Cause I mean, I'm sure it's not true, but. No. Timeout, dude. Sorry, rules are rules, dude. You're gonna have to sit on the side for 5 minutes and think about that. So I don't make the rules, man. It is possible Izzy comes out a little bit more aggressive because Izzy did almost knock him out in the first fight early. So, you know. Yes, I love sandwiches. Won't you make me a fucking sandwich? That's true. I do make the rules. You get TRT by going to a doctor that specializes in men's health. They'll test your testosterone levels and they'll say, "Oh, you tested okay. You're at 400." And you say, "I'd rather be at 900." And that's how you get TRT. All right. So the next one is Rob Font against Yanez. See, Rob Font is an absolute monster. He really is, dude. And he is excellent at hitting guys from really far away. He's going to just put that pace. He's going to put that pace on, and he's just going to throw. He throws a million strikes. Like that guy's output is absolutely insane. So I think Rob Font is going to do it. And I think he's going to do it just through sheer outlandish output. Because like when he finds range on guys, it's nuts, man. You just can't get him off. Let me see what the odds on that are, though. I'm curious. They got Font as a plus 154, huh? Huh. I like that value bet, dude. I like that. Let me see something. I think they might be friends, too. I mean, he's won 1,000 in a row, but like he hasn't fought anybody, dude. I mean, seriously, like look like Yanez beat Davy Grant in a split decision 2 fights ago. Davy Grant. Now, Davy Grant is no like pussy, but Rob Font is an absolute fucking monster. If he had a split decision again, and he also, Davy Grant is going to stand there and bang. He's like, he has similar, he has similar fight style too. And yeah, I mean, he's coming off a knockout win over Tony Kelly, who, I mean, he's 2-2 in the UFC. I mean, this is such an enormous step up in competition. It's almost, I mean, that is crazy to me to have him as a minus 150 favorite. I don't know what, as a matter of fact, I'm betting that right now. All right. What else we got? We got Holland against Ponzinibbio. And that one, I for sure am taking Kevin Holland. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because that guy, both these guys kind of need a win. And dude, Holland has a problem with his brain. Whereas I've said this a million times. This is crazy. This is the third or fourth time that I've seen Holland fight live. He seems to always fight at the fights I go to. But Kevin Holland is so calm and so confident when he's going in there. It doesn't even make sense especially when you're live and you're looking at him, you're like, Jesus, man, this guy, I think that he is going to be, I think he's going to do really well. I mean, if you look at his losses, they're not to guys that mimic Ponzinibbio. I mean, the guys that he beats are much more similar to Ponzinibbio. I think he's going to keep it standing. I think he's just going to beat him up. That is my prediction on that fight. On the Raul Rojas fight against Christian Rodriguez, I am not super familiar with Christian Rodriguez, but people are saying that he's pretty nasty. But nonetheless, I don't think that they would put Raul Rojas against someone that they didn't think he had a high likelihood of beating. He's a minus 250 favorite. I got to pick him. Chris Curtis against Gastelum. That's an interesting fight. That's a really interesting fight. Because it completely depends on which Kevin Gastelum you're going to get. It's like, I really like Gastelum. But when I watch his behind the scenes stuff, what I see is, I mean, he's lost 5 of his last 6. He's lost 5 of his last 6. Like, he looked great. He had the Weidman loss, but then he knocked out Bisping. He wins a split decision over Jacare, which was questionable. That was a questionable question. Like, that was when Souza got fucked like 5 times in a row, dude. Like, it was where was that? Was that only 2? I feel like he lost because he lost split decision to Yoel Romero. Then he lost the split decision to Kelvin Gastelum, and then he lost the split decision to Jan Blachowicz. But I mean, that easily could have gone the other way. Easily. So he lost to Weidman. He knocked out Bisping, who took the fight on 2 days' notice, coming off of a lot of head trauma and then getting strangled. And then honestly, if you really think about it, dude, he hasn't definitively won a fight in 5 or 6 years. I mean, outside of this one, which was, kind of whatever. So I don't know how. And honestly, I'll tell you exactly what I see when I when I watch him in these behind the scenes things. He looks like a guy who goes through the motions when he's training and is checked out mentally. Whoa. Hang on for a second. I think this is a scam because someone is saying that I got a copyright warning, but that is not. See, if you click on attachments, dude, you're a moron. Let me check my back office and see if that's real really quick. Nope. See? These tricksy scammers, dude. Tricksy ass fucking scammers. People trying to scam me, yo. But anyway, so yeah, I gotta pick Curtis there, dude. I gotta pick Curtis. And Curtis is coming off a really good, good win over Buckley. Looked great. Jesus. He was coming off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight wins before Jack Hermanson ran away, and then he just knocked out Buckley. How the fuck is Gastelum a favorite in that fight? What the fuck are you doing? That's ludicrous. Yeah, I'm 100% betting Curtis there. That's what the fuck. Curtis has literally won 9 of 10 fights against good guys. Gastelum, that doesn't even make any sense. Look at that, dude. Like, what do they look? How could he possibly be the favorite? When again, this was a split decision that he, in my opinion, lost. Izzy's a savage. Till is awesome. Hermanson's obviously, heel hooked him. But then Whitaker and then Jared. All these guys are really good. Like, they're obviously all really good. But they're all better than all of the guys that Curtis has beat. But, like, dude, you're still talking about, this is a lot of bad outcomes in a row. This is a good question. Why do the UFC commentators keep saying Alex was getting dominated by Izzy all 4 rounds? That's not true. He was up 3-1. Izzy won the first round, especially because he hurt him in the first. Alex won the second round, in my opinion, and then Izzy. But it felt that way because it seemed like Alex was fading out. Like when you actually experience a fight, it felt like he was fading out. Is there anyone in here who is watching this that is not subscribed to the channel? Because if you don't mind subscribing, I would be incredibly grateful. All right. So yeah, I'm going Curtis for sure on that fight. And then Michelle Watterson, I have no idea. I don't know this Pinheiro, the one, these other ones are tough, dude. Like Chase Sherman, you know exactly what you're getting all the time. But it's really tough to like. And Carl Williams, he's a last minute replacement. What does he look like? Let's see what he looks like. Boop. Carl Williams has 1 fight in UFC that he won by decision. He's coming off Contender. You would think that Chase would probably be able to beat a new guy like that, but whoa, Chase is a huge underdog. Maybe I need to watch Carl Williams' game tape then, because Jesus. He won by decision on Contender, won by decision in the Jan Vashvili fight. How could Chase be that big of a dog? He's a tough guy, dude. I guess he's lost some in a row, but those are all like, those odds seem crazy to me. How could a Contender guy be a minus 450 favorite? I got to take that bet too, just on value alone. Yeah, that's probably as many as I have any value to add on. All right. I'm excellent, Tech House. How are you, brother? Carl Williams is a beast. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. Let me look that fight up really quick, because if he's who I think you're talking about, then I understand exactly why he's that big of a favorite. He's the dude that I'm thinking of now. Okay, I just literally picked on the. Okay, I'm looking for the video. Hang on. Well, that's actually not the same guy as I was thinking of. All right, well, we'll see. Nonetheless, those odds plus 330 on Sherman. That's good value regardless. I did not. What is the situation? Let's look it up. Okay, Rainer Gracie elaborates on Greener case settlement. Okay, so after Rainer Gracie of Gracie University testified against jiu-jitsu instructor Francisco in lawsuit brought for catastrophic. Oh, yeah, dude. Many members of the broader jiu-jitsu community expressed their disappointment in Gracie's statement. What did Rainer Gracie say about that? He called that an act of malice. Why would he say that? He called that an act of malice. I mean, that's obviously a crazy tragedy, but like, I don't understand why would he have said that. That was, I don't know, that like, okay, wait. So he in caption, Gracie wrote that he wished to clarify that I don't believe Francisco's actions were malicious or intentionally harmful. I mean, then why? All right. So Gracie Renner and Tom DeBlas are going to go on and are going to go live and talk about it. But dude, I mean, I don't need to be a black belt in jiu-jitsu to watch that video and know that guy was not trying to hurt that guy like that. I mean, dude, they're like if you're trying to hurt a person, it's like a guy with that big of a grappling advantage, that it wouldn't be like it wouldn't look like an accident. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? It's like if he wanted to hurt him, it would look like a person who's better at jiu-jitsu intentionally hurting someone who is inferior at jiu-jitsu with jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? It wouldn't look like a freak accident. I don't know, dude. I don't like that. I mean, it sounds like he sounds like he's backtracking on it, but like, and I don't know if this had to do with a lawsuit or what. But the reason why that bothers me just personally, and I mean, I'm in no position to, you know, like it seems like Rainer Gracie has always been a guy that is like really popular. I know him and my top professor Shanji had like a project that they did together on this sweatshirt thing that turns into a backpack. I have one of them. They're fucking dope. I'm pretty sure that's Rainer Gracie, but like, and I'm not even talking about like, I'm not even talking about a lawsuit. I'm saying like, dude, that guy has to live with that. Like the instructor has to live with like, I mean, that was like the guy's paralyzed, right? Am I incorrect on that? I'm pretty sure the guy's paralyzed. Thank you, sir. I don't know. Thanks for stopping by, Derek. You're a good man, dude. Thank you, dude. I just say what I thinks. I just says what I thinks. Is Kamaru Usman a bum now? Gee, let's think about it. Fuck no. Kamaru Usman is a savage, man. Dude, Weili Zhang is looking cool. She's like making a push on on social media. She's like, look at I can look feminine. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, no, I'm watching someone said I must not be familiar with Yanez. No, I am. I'm watching him right now. I watch him and he looks like a person who is used to, he's a guy who's used to being the one who pushes the action. He kind of sits back and people sit back and then he moves in. Dude, no one does that on Font. Font is going to walk him down. He's going to throw 1,000 punches and I think he's going to overwhelm him. Kamaru's a savage, dude. I mean, what did anyone see in that fight against Leon that makes you think like, oh, I guess Kamaru's a wrap, dude. All that happened was that Leon was able to defend the takedown, and Leon, Leon beat him with leg and body kicks, right? He didn't hurt him. He just was better at, they were playing tag, dude. They were playing tag. And Leon touched Kamaru a little bit more than Kamaru touched Leon. And the idea that he's a bum because he lost to Leon Edwards is ludicrous. Leon has been like, dude, look it. Let me just remind you guys of something here. I know that he had beat Leon previously before he got head kicked, but keep this in mind, dude. This is Leon's look at that, dude. Since 2016, win. This probably would have been a win. Win. Like it's just win after win after win after win. He had that one loss to Kamaru Usman, which he definitely lost. Then he's got a split decision loss here in 2014. And then you got to go back to 2012 where he got disqualified. Okay. So he has one split decision loss. Okay. And then he had the one loss to Kamaru and he's beat everyone else. Okay. Disqualification for illegal knee is not a loss, not a real one. Like Leon is an absolute monster. A monster. You know what I mean? Indian J, what's up, my dude? Thank you for the $20. You're a stud. I am actually not giddy yet. I'm excited, but I still need a pack. I still need to shave, or not shave. I need to fix my hair. I need to tan. I'm filming the next episode of The Big Hoax. If you guys don't follow that, dude, you need to. My new show with the Osendairo brothers who jumped Jussie Smollett. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It's the best, dude. It's the best because A, they're super smart. B, they're really funny. We have great chemistry. We talk about all the woke morons. And also it's like when you have like a tandem of like two black dudes and a white dude who can talk about like race shit as it like giving it about as much importance as it deserves, which is like if I was like, hey, that guy has black hair, that guy has blonde hair, it sends the right message, which is that the shit doesn't matter. The shit doesn't matter. Are people cool or are they not? And these guys are fucking cool. And obviously I'm fucking cool. And by the way, Abel's he's the 25th ranked WBC boxer in the world. Oh, we'll talk crime statistics for sure. Thank you again, Indian Jesus. If you guys don't follow Indian Jesus, go give him a run, dude. A tan, dude. My tan has nothing to do with sun, brother. I spray that shit on. Rachmanov is not the uncrowned champion, but it is highly likely that he will be in the mix very soon. And yeah, I mean, came across a video of me hitting the bag. I do got that part. Thank you, sir. Are you talking about the like when I did like the video game where I maxed it out, or are you talking about me actually like punching the heavy bag? Because there's both floating around. Whoa. Man, my Instagram is just like, it knows exactly what to put up to distract me. I don't even remember. What did I come here for? I can't remember what I came here for. Oh, yeah. The punching bag. Let's see. Boom. Yeah, boy. Anywho. Chris Brinson, thank you very much, dude. Burbs by aggravated murder. Okay, honestly. Okay. So, real talk. Everybody has to vote, okay? In the chat right now. Everybody, all participants in chat, put in the chat who you think is going to win, Burns or Masvidal, and how. And not just like by stoppage. I mean, like by knockout, by submission, what round, etc. Dude, my Instagram is a fucking gold mine, dude. I haven't scrolled back through my own stuff in so long. Check this out, dude. Oh, that's that. So remember, I was telling you guys about the dude who I don't know if you guys watched my if you watched my video yesterday with Rogan, and I was saying my buddy had a psychotic episode from taking antidepressants and then robbed all those banks. Him. He did that. What's Gabrielle talking about?
He's in the 50s, bitch. I'm a motherfucking star.
Oh, shush, Gabrielle. Oh, and then there's this one.
Trigger warning. Yeah. I don't mean to brag. I don't care, but I want you to know.
Who hasn't seen
double vaxxed, booster, flu shot, and I'm going to be honest, I have the shingle shot too. And I still get my period. What? Yes. Traveled, went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most. Seriously. So nice. So nice.
Boom. Somebody wants.
Do with that what you will. What else we got?
Anyway, listen, I've got to go because you're worrying me now.
There was something else I saw that I was like, we should read it. Oh yeah, that's us at 273. This was a fun fucking crew, dude. That was so fun, dude. That's the last fight we went to in Florida.
Gabrielle, stop what you're doing. Selena Powell is going to jail for 2 years.
It's the first one of these I did.
She's a professional groupie. Babe, she had sex with Snoop and 50 Cent. Dude, she got offset to give her 50 grand to have an abortion and she wasn't even pregnant.
I don't care.
She's pretty hot for like a really crazy groupie though. Now she's going to do 2 years in jail, Gabrielle.
Good.
Cardi B said she'd kill her.
Probably.
Are there any celebrities crazier than Aaron Carter? She banged him. Gabrielle, you're saying you wouldn't smash?
No.
Are you sure? Look at that. She doesn't look crazy even a little bit. Oh, that's good. And then I followed that one up with this one.
Gabby, did you see how sexy Sydney Sweeney looked at the MTV Music Awards?
Sure did.
Oh my God, she's delicious.
Body positivity chicks are super pissed because they say it's so unattainable.
Pretty sure she gained it.
Think it's better to teach our daughters that things they want can be worked for, or that they are so unattainable that they should just complain about it?
Thank you.
How come no one ever thinks about the guys that want to have sex with her and she's unattainable, huh? So what, we're only supposed to care about fat girls' feelings, not boys? Gabby, did you see how sexy Sydney?
Anywho, if you want to know about the fights, there's me and Anthony at UFC Austin. I haven't perused. Oh, this is what I was looking for. I knew there was something I was doing this for. This is the very first. This is the first real Fight Talk one that I ever saw, and I fucking died. I didn't know if it was real or not. I ain't afraid of his team. Oh man, it's so funny, dude. Chris Brenson, thank you again, dude. And am I doing a live stream with picks for this fights? This is like, I mean, the picks I did in this one, but I'm going to be at the fights, so I will not be live. I will not be live. Thank you for the super chat, good sir. No, I'm not going to be there for the weigh-ins. I fly out at 4 p.m. tomorrow. We land at like 8:30. We're just going to go straight to their house and chill. And then we'll go to the fights. The fights. I think I'm going to bring that bag, but not those guns. What else? I'm going to sign off here in a second because I need to go eat something before I record the next episode of The Big Hoax. That's behind the scenes fight companion. Dude, I haven't looked at this in so long. That's my ring. I'm going to be wearing that at the fights. And so I want to show you guys 2 clips from Giselle's jiu-jitsu tournament, and you tell me which would make you more proud. The first one, where she arm bars the girl super, super quick, or the second one, which she tried to fight her way out of a fully locked triangle for nearly a minute. Dude, there was no getting out of that.
Go under the leg. Go under the leg. Go under the leg. Squeeze it. Go under the leg. Under her leg, Addison. Go under her leg. Arm bar. Arm bar. Squeeze. Squeeze and hold it. Squeeze. Squeeze. Go to the right. Squeeze. Squeeze. Come up to the top. Roll up to top now. Take the arm bar. No, don't stand up, Giselle. Yeah, take the arm bar. There you go, Giselle. Keep going.
She's such a tough little shit, dude. I love it. Yeah. No one's keeping you here, bud. I'm signing off anyway. All right. I got to jump. Love you guys. Peace.